Today Tuesday, DAZA. I covered it, don't feel anything inside. Let's open it today to continue. I brought also all the parts here. Alright. And I moved the M057 behind the curtain. I put the M057 over there. Alright. Let's start. Before I uncover the engine, I have the cover here up in a row. Everything this, it's important to be in place. Okay, they are excellent. I don't have a scoring whatsoever. Camshafts, new bolts, assembly grease. I was checking here to see that the threads are okay and they're not suffering, especially here where is the ignition coil, just to be okay and don't have any headache. Because on a tuned car, on a tuned engine that you have to change more fast, let us say, more often, the spark plugs sometimes suffering here. Where are the coils? Not in this case. I don't see any problem here. I can continue. Yep. Okay, now the cover is up. Bridge been locked, camshafts in place, assembly grease, classic like always. It's been deployed the tensioner, the chain on a guides properly, assembly grease there. Both bolts are loose, obviously. Now I have to torque it down. Okay. The notches correct where it's supposed to be, and the crankshaft it's been locked. Let's torque down the cam adjusters. Done from torquing down the cam adjusters. 24mm SP14, the adapters to hold the gear in place, obviously. Removing the bridge, unlocking the crank, remove the nylon, spin the engine twice. Let's see that everything is fine and continue. After 2 revolutions, looking good. It's locking the crankshaft, the bridge it comes easily inside, it's aligned properly, the gears. I can move on, I can continue. All good, beautiful, moving on. Okay, now status. Cover back in place. This is the wiring for the NOx sensors. If I remember right, before I grind this bolt, because it was touching the blow valve, diverted valve, because an aftermarket, the plenum here. In any case, so cover back on, vacuum pump on, the 2 solenoids for each cam adjuster on, the actuators for the lift on, 4 ignition coils, because one's supposed to be in a box outside with the rest of the parts, with the wiring harness and this kind of stuff. It's not been bolted down. Yeah, for now it's fine. The foam back in place, the bracket here for the cover up in place, the oil cap, the oil neck, filler neck back in place, PCV back in place, blocked, the studs for the exhaust, the bracket, it's not been bolted down. It's not, I didn't bolt it down. I might have to open it again to bolt down the exhaust manifold. We have time for that. Okay, the NOx sensors inside, the heat seal outside. This is the oil return, this is the oil feed, and this is the coolant feed for the turbocharger. Fine up to now. Okay, from this side, the piston I put inside. Injectors, you already saw that before. The sensor for the temperature here. I put just the dipstick here, don't feel something inside. It does have nothing to feel inside, just for me to be more relaxed. Also, this bracket is not been bolted down. This one, yeah, it's come the actuator here that I have to keep it loose so to don't destroy it. Yeah, I remember that. We are looking good. We are looking good. There I have the intake manifold gaskets. I didn't find the exhaust manifold gasket. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it's the hot side of the turbo. It might be with us. Exhaust manifold here. The solenoid for the charcoal canister. EGT. Okay, wish me luck for that. I remove this clamp from here. some bolts, some seals remaining. Here, high pressure injector rail, fuel rail, the low pressure injector fuel rail, intake manifold. I need to wash it. I cannot install it like that. I have to check the low pressure fuel injectors because the car was running on ethanol. So I want to see if the injectors, it's been stuck, let us say, after all this time, or if they are okay, just in case. Need to prepare this kind of stuff. You're gonna see later on. I have to say to the guys to bring me also the wiring harness and a couple of other stuff to start dressing it. But before I do that, I want to finalize the exhaust manifold. That's it for now. Later on the rest. I'm saying that I have to check the low pressure fuel injectors, and the customer, he brought me new one. Yay, how lovely. I don't have to check the fuel injectors. Alright, I'm gonna stop it here. We're gonna upload this one, and then next part different video.